Hello, welcome back to Black Book Stacks. I'm your host, Toshonda Sanders, and welcome back to the channel. I realized that I hadn't done a upcoming release or books that I'm reading per month in a little while, and so I thought I might do one of those since I have a couple of exciting books. A few of them are digital, so I will mention them I guess first, since I don't have the physical galleys. But I've been reading Black Futures, which comes out in December, which is co-edited by Kimberly Drew and Jenna Wortham. And it's been really amazing so far. I'm excited to see what the physical book will look like because, both of them have really creative and thoughtful futuristic outlooks, in addition to the fact that the art appears really interesting and stunning. Particularly, I'm thinking right now there's an essay by Wesley Morris, who's a critic at the New York Times, and I think he has a podcast with Jenna Wortham called Still Processing. And in this essay in the Black Futures book, he's talking about the experience of looking at the portraits of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. So it's just a beautiful, he has such a really wonderful perspective, and it's really great to hear and see his perspective on what their positioning means, how people are meant to see them and look at them. Obviously Kehinde Wiley and Amy Sherald, the portrait artists who were chosen to make both of their works of art in the Smithsonian are highlighted in the essay, but it's actually more about the fact of what their physical portraits mean and look like in the space. Anyway, that's one of just many memorable pieces in Black Futures, but I am making my way through that. I have been reading Walter Mosley's The Awkward Black Man, which came out in September, I believe, and if not, it's coming out soon. I've been delighted to see all of the coverage around Leave the World Behind. I had the great pleasure of interviewing Rumaan Alam, who is now a National Book Award finalist for Poets and Writers, and I understand that made the cover, so I'm pretty excited to share that with you when that is out. But in the meantime, I also have some print books. So this just came in the mail, fresh off the press, and this is by Kevin Young, who is going to be the next director of the African American Museum in Washington, D.C. So congratulations, Kevin. It's amazing. This is a collection of poetry that, as the subtitle says, is coming out from the Library of America on October 20th, so later this month. And it's 20 years of struggle and song. It's an amazing anthology. Kevin Young, as you may know, is also the editor of poetry, or the poetry editor at The New Yorker, which is, very clearly, I'm a subscriber to The New Yorker. I know that's shocking to you. And so it's definitely reflected in what you see on the pages of The New Yorker. So I'm super excited to dig into this in the coming weeks. I've also been reading, you can see my little bookmark here. I've been reading The Office of Historical Corrections, which is a novella and a collection of short stories from Danielle Evans, who also wrote Before You Suffocate Your Own Full Self a couple years ago. She's super witty. You should follow her on Twitter. And this has been really fun to read. Her characters are just, they're badasses and they're funny, and also a little bit, I don't know if lonely is the right word, but they have, they're quirky. They're quirky and probably not really understood as much by the people around them as they would like to be. So this is really an interesting one. It comes out November 10th. There's another book that's coming out November 10th that I've already pre-ordered, which is Barack Obama's first installment of his memoirs. And yeah, I'm psyched. I'm psyched for that. I don't know if you pre-ordered it or not. I tend not to read things as soon as they come out if I can help it, because I don't want my opinion to be shaped by other people's opinions. And, we all live in echo chambers to some extent, so it's hard not to be influenced by the crowd. But nonetheless, I'm still excited about it. On that note, I got A Song Below Water right around when it came out, and I hadn't had a chance to pick it up, but someone recently reminded me of the parallels between this book and the Breonna Taylor case. So I wanted to, just the theme of Black women just sort of being endangered because of who they are, and just living in the world. So I'm really excited to read this one. Apparently a second book by Bethany Morrow is coming out, I want to say in February or March, and the cover reveal was recently, so it's beautiful like this one as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And last but not least, I also have here The Kindest Lie, which is scheduled to come out in February, and I'm so excited to have this debut novelist in my hands. This is about race and class, and some of the themes around racial division, class division, and other ways in which we're polarized, but apparently like in beautiful novel form. So I'm excited to dig into this as well. That's what I'll be doing in October and November, and I may have some individual reviews in the meantime, but that's so far what I have on my nightstand. I'm excited to hear what you've got going, and what you're looking forward to in terms of releases coming up in October and November. But until the next time, I will see you again shortly. And until next time, happy reading.